Let's go over an update for Star Wars Episode 9. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, the final film in the sequel trilogy, which will be directed by JJ Abrams, Chris Terrio helped out with the script, and filming does in fact begin this July. In fact, all of the different actors and actresses will begin training for their roles very, very soon before they begin filming just a couple of months from now. But these past 3 weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about the final film in the sequel trilogy from all the different media outlets out there, etc. And aside from that, we've been going all the different plot leaks and all. And one of the details in the big plot leak that we have all been going over and that everybody has been talking about, all the different media outlets and social media, you name it, is of course that Disney is in negotiations of bringing back in a legacy character for Star Wars Episode 9. Now, we do know that this month of May, all the actors and actresses will begin training for their roles before they begin filming in Episode 9. Now, another big story dropped just yesterday about Billy Dee Williams. Now, a lot of people have been wondering about this. Will we get Lando Calrissian in Episode 9? Will he return? We do know that Rian Johnson wanted to bring him back as the character of DJ and replace him, but he ended up sticking with Benicio del Toro's character and felt that that was the right choice instead of Lando Calrissian in the casino city of Canto Bight. So Lando was scrapped, he was taken right out of Episode 8, that whole entire idea was put in the trash can. And looking at Episode 9 now, it looks like that we're actually closer to getting Lando Calrissian's return. So right now, Billy Dee Williams is actually getting in shape. He's training for something, we don't know, but he's definitely training out of nowhere, ironically, right? Ironically, just out of nowhere, the same exact week in which all the actors and actresses will begin training for their roles for Episode 9, and now Billy Dee Williams is actually getting himself in shape. Now, we do know that he has quite a bit of trouble walking. If you guys have ever been to some of the conventions out there, like Star Wars Celebration, I think that what they're going to do is, if they do in fact bring Lando Calrissian back, which it does make sense, because Disney actually was in negotiations of bringing back a legacy character for Episode 9. With Leia gone, with Carrie Fisher out, and, you know, they're probably trying to get somebody else in, Lando seems like the perfect fit, right? Given the fact that we actually just got a younger version of Lando Calrissian, why not get an older version, right? It just makes sense. So, yeah, a lot of people are talking about this today. It's a huge story. The fact that Billy Dee Williams is now training for something. We don't know. But ironically, he just began training out of nowhere the same exact week of this month of May, in which all the different actors and actresses will begin training for their roles in Episode 9. Now, looking at Lando's return, how could he fit into the overall story? That's another question open on the table. We do know that he probably wouldn't be able to do any of those action scenes. Like I say, if you have been to some of the conventions out there, you will see that he does have trouble walking. So I think that they may do stationary shots of Lando Calrissian. Maybe he will be in a certain room of, you know, like a luxurious environment, and maybe he's in a chair and he discusses matters to perhaps one of the other characters that will be introduced in the final film of the sequel trilogy. Or they could do something around the lines of Lando Calrissian on like a big monitor talking to some of our characters. The possibilities are endless, you know, if he can't do a physical part, but one thing that we do know is that he's trying to get in the best shape as he can immediately, out of nowhere, and I just find it very ironic, and so does everybody else out there, and it's a huge story today. So, looking at Lando Calrissian, I think that it would be a great choice. Now, Billy Dee Williams, that's a character that was rumored to make his return in The Last Jedi, and those direct rumors came from, of course, I guess, Rian Johnson, because we do know that Rian Johnson, like I said before, initially was about to insert him into the casino city of Canto Bight, but ended up scrapping it and inserted DJ instead. He didn't really think that it was relevant to put Lando in The Last Jedi in that casino and in that part of the movie interacting with characters Rose and Finn. However, would have thought it would have worked, and it would have made the Casino City of Canto Bight a whole lot more engaging. What if, perhaps, Lando was the casino owner of that place? It would have just worked out perfectly, right? Given that he's a gambler and all, I think it was the perfect opportunity that was missed, and I just don't know how it would work in Episode 9. It's been said that we are going to the unknown regions. It's also said that this film will have the most characters out of every Star Wars movie to date. So I don't know if that's a little bit too oversaturated as a movie, because we are also going to be exploring the most planets in any Star Wars movie to date as well. So the fact that we're going to a lot of planets in that movie, we could very well visit Lando, and it does make a whole lot of sense. But anyways, guys, which, do you prefer? Lando Calrissian being in The Last Jedi, which was scrapped, or do you think Episode 9 is in fact a better choice for his return at the very end of all 9 Star Wars movies? Anyways, guys, and yeah, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.